It's in the outer circle where we've come from first of all.
I know, I've read about it, I failed to see it.
Yeah, I coined the name of it. Yeah, that's great fun, naming things. Right, we'll just wait here. Ooh.
Guess how it's kicked into life.
Has it? Yeah. That's hilarious.
There's no stones at all on this side, is there?
There's 16 buried.
Buried? Oh, okay. So there's only the 1, 2, 3, there's only the 4 there with the original circle, big 4 ones there.
Yes.
Would it have gone all the way around here?
It would have gone around, if you look at William Stukely and Aubrey's model, kind of around there. You can see a burning pit there. I know what I'm looking at. So it's,
little dip.
yeah, that's a burning pit.
So that would have been it.
Yeah.
Closed in the circle.
Yeah.
So it would have been much bigger then.
Oh yeah, it was about 300 feet across. Okay then, we've stopped here on top of the Henge Bank because this is a really good viewing platform for shadow lines. Yeah, it's one place where I always go to see if I can get an advantage to see any shadow line activity. And as in the Legacy book, there's another shadow line that Basti and I investigated many years ago, and that's the Samhain, the Celtic New Year Day shadow line. Because if we see those 2 stones there, number 98 and number 1, the Devil's Chair where we've just come from, if you come here at Imbolc, February the 1st, or you come here at November the 1st, what you see is quite magical. Their shadow lines co-join as one big black line that goes across the entrance at Avebury, then carries on all the way to the end of that Henge Bank. So originally you'd have had a massive black line going right the way, hitting the white Henge Bank. Yeah, and it's quite spectacular. In other countries as well, where you have a shadow line, and this was a Mayan shaman told me this, who I'll be working with in Mexico soon. Shadow lines at that time of the year, the new year, you can leave your kind of failures, your worries, your fears of the past year, and then step back into the light. So you go from the shadow self, yeah, into the lighter self. And that was something that Druid Terry incorporated into some of their rites. And what we notice preceding that date, like the precursor, the gap gets wide and then it closes in and closes in. So the 2 shadow lines are coming together, boomf, at Samhain and Imbolc, voomf, like that. And you can actually sometimes see it race across the ground. And this is why I came to places like this on high, to see the actual shadow lines, yeah? Because you get a good advantage point when you're looking down at stone circles to try and figure out what's going on, yeah? It really is. So we've got a lot of midwinter, we've got a lot of Samhain energy here, and we'll carry on walking around till we get to the northern circle, trying to keep warm.
Try and exhume the stones that are buried here.
The villagers don't want that, so the villagers stopped that. About Mike Pitts wanted to erect that stone there. That's the Beltane stone. He wanted to do that about 25 years ago.
That one down here?
Yeah, and got told he couldn't do that.
But there are some actually under the grass here.
Yes, there's 16.
Gosh, wouldn't it be lovely if they dug them up?
Well, when I was on the Avenue dig in the year 2000 at Beckhampton, I saw all of the Avenue stones buried, and they just had to bury them back again. After they...
Why did they want them out just out of interest?
The villagers live in a World Heritage tourist site, but they don't really understand the implications of that, yeah? I live in a tourist town, so I expect to see people. I don't expect not to have them there. They add to the...
Yeah, I mean, would you like the stones to be put to the dug up, you personally?
Yeah, well, when I saw them being reburied in the year 2000, it was a sadness for me, because you could have had another avenue the size of that over there, no, at Beckhampton.
Okay, but you also could have completed the circle field with the stones that are buried in this field, right?
Yes, but yes, they were known in Keeler's time, and then Geophys confirmed it. But
You think they're still in situ somewhere?
they're
Great
absolutely,
big stones.
they're there.
Amazing that something so big could get buried like that.
They were deliberately buried in the 1300s.
Oh, really?
Yes, the villagers did that then. They saved them in a way.
Oh, they wanted to preserve them maybe.
Well, perhaps they didn't want them there. We never know the true story, but we can speculate on what could have happened.
They'll show up in that X-ray that they do, that Linder technique. You've seen them on that.
LiDAR.
LiDAR, that they know the stones are there, they've seen them.
Yeah, LiDAR can be a little bit unpredictable sometimes in limestone and chalk, but on the whole it's pretty good, yeah.
But I never knew those stones were still there and buried under the ground. I've learned something today.
Yes, it's like looking at the moon, LiDAR. That's what it's like, it's all grey. And then you have to know even things like, what does a Second World War exploded bomb look like? That leaves traces in the earth that looks like a henge. So you have to kind of differentiate. But it's great fun, it's like being Miss Marple.
But I'm quite chuffed that all those original stones are buried under that field there.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
One day they might get dug up.
No, it's UNESCO. So you can't do anything. That's why Glastonbury doesn't want to be UNESCO. To check out the meeting online, it's hilarious.
I thought it would have been great for the area to have the original stones back up and erected.
But like I say, the villagers don't want that. They want you here, let alone the stones up. No, the Rollright Trust is they're making it problematic for everyone at the moment. Yes, it's an effort, yeah, to keep people down.
Well, you know, it's like everywhere. Like, they, you know, in Connacht, they've now made Settlement Chapel or Tar Chapel private access only.
For £2,000 you can see it.
Yeah.
£2,000 is what they're charging now. Yeah. Well, it's everywhere. It's everywhere you go. Even in Ireland, you can no longer go to Owe Nagat. Right, I just want to take a picture of everybody because no one takes pickies. So, come on up, you bugger. Got a little sunset. There we go.
What are you going to be pointing to?
The Beltane stone just there. Well, here we are at the top of the Henge Bank again, and what we're looking at now, see that recumbent stone there right in front of us by the tree? Yeah, that was the Beltane stone, and when I describe what Terence Meaden discovered, this is the extension of that. Mike Pitts wanted that erected years and years ago, and he got denied permission of that. He's a Stonehenge archaeologist that lives in my hometown. And that stone, when it was upright, would have caught the shadow line at sunset. We're now on the sunset side, the moonrise, the sun, I'm cold. My brain's gone. We're on the sunrise side, and obviously the sunsets are over there. So he wanted that to be put up. Intriguingly, what we noticed about Keeler, Alexander Keeler, who excavated this place in the 1930s, wherever you get a significant sunrise or sunset, he planted a tree. Yeah, going round, so it blocks it. You have to again say, is that deliberate? Is that a coincidence? What's going on there, so to speak? But it certainly is in occurrence. And we've got a good vantage point now because that's the northern inner circle, southern inner circle over there, and kind of in between the two were the timber circles. Yep, so you had two big timber circles. And the ringstone over there. The ringstone's quite intriguing because it's a stump of a stone now over in that sector, and it's where pagans often have their marriage ring vows placed on the ringstone, which is quite nice. But originally, it was a really tall stone with a hole at the top of it. Yeah, and I think at certain times of the year, in alignment, the light would have come through the ringstone. And could you imagine if you were one of the priestess or the priesthood where you'd receive the light? Yeah, I think that's what was going on at these places as well. Like I explained at Henge at Stonehenge, you would have received the light at particular times of the year and been bathed in light. And if you haven't seen it yet, first plug, The Secret History of Stonehenge is now available on Amazon, and you can have a look at my lunar alignments on there. Okay, so it's a good fun film, which I will be showing again next year in this area. So we're going to move on now to the stone over there that the little kiddies are using, which makes the stone a little bit smooth with modern day shoes and things. So it wouldn't be something that I would advise children to be doing. But we have to do what other people want.
You said about that stone as well, Maria. Denied permission by who to re-erect it?
The villagers didn't want that.
And how long ago was this?
Oh, that was quite some time ago. And then there was another dig in the year 2000 of all of the buried stones at the Beckhampton end of the avenue. I was there observing that dig. I wasn't actually on it. And I saw them amazing buried stones, and they had to rebury them.
Why would the villagers not want it?
They don't like tourism.
Oh, well, we avoid that.
No, you can't. I live in a tourist town. You expect to see tourists.
But why do the villagers live here? But this is a sacred site for the world, really. So
That's not how they see it, though. That's the irony, yeah? There's an irony to this
how can
place.
they have a say, though, and then the other people don't get a say? They live here, but they didn't build the stones. They were here when they came.
Yeah, I know.
And the same with this one. That needs to be upright as well, doesn't it?
That's got a chair in it. It's UNESCO anyway. You're never going to be able to put a stone upright on a UNESCO site. That's why Glastonbury doesn't want to be UNESCO.
No. Well, this is something I'm really passionate about, though, and perhaps that's part of why I'm here. I believe, and what you were saying at Stonehenge, like they've put that one up straight and filled in with the concrete, and that needs to come out.
Yep.
And the ones here, I think, should not be in concrete. They should be in a more
Chalk. It's easy to make as well. It's really easy to make. They call it Stonehenge concrete.
So say, for example, if enough people did, petitions or whatever, then have the villagers still got a say? If there was like 1 million people said we want this stone.
No, it's UNESCO you'd have to go to. They have the overall say, and UNESCO say you cannot change a site from when they take it over. That's the problem.
But who's setting those rules then? Who's at the top of the chain with all that?
Off cam, I'm on mic.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you, yeah. Yes.
One called.
That's from the outer circle. I mean, lots of people do name them, but obviously the ancestors didn't even speak our language. So we don't know anything really about. We know a little bit about their writing, but that's about it. Not the language. It seemed to be quite universal right across Europe. From a
Neolithic language.
yeah,
Very different.
the Mesolithic, going way back to pre-cuneiform. The old linear European script was older than cuneiform.
That's the spine stone then, yeah?
No, the spine stone's over in the outer circle, over that side. It's all good, you can go and have a look at it.
So just briefly, the first hour I missed, so anything that would be good to just mention on here when people...
Well, this is the winter solstice, tomorrow proper, and we've been walking around Avebury re-looking at all of the winter solstice alignments that I discovered about 20 years ago. We're now going to a lunar alignment, but yes, there's numerous winter solstice axis lines at this place where the ancients would have stood to have seen a spectacular visual event. And these are the cove stones directly in front of us. The heaviest megalith in the British Isles, weighs over 100 tons and beautifully positioned. This stone here had a twin just over there, identical, and today it's being surrounded in roses, which looks quite beautiful. Another picture. Well, just wait for the others to catch up. That'd be perfect. Keep him warm. Keep him warm.
I identify as warm.
Anyone that's really cold, I've got hand warmers, you know, where you just squidge like that and they come alive with heat. They're great. Okay then, so if we gather up, perfect. Absolutely wonderful. So we've been thinking about the winter solstice, haven't we? Yeah? So what do we think? Why did the ancients want to place a stone in alignment to the sun? Well, give me an idea. What do you think? Get a little piggy of you, say hi. Why? Why place a stone? Come on, idea.
Get the energy in.
Get the energy in?
It's also to mark the passage of the shortening of days, then the days start getting...
Astronomical? An antenna? Could it be, good answers by the way, or could it be a ritual technology? Yeah? I think it was a ritual technology. I think our ancient ancestors were far, far wiser, dare I say it, than you and I. I think we're catching up. Yeah? Now, say you've got a stone like this. Remember I mentioned piezoelectrical stone with quartz in and granite and other stones besides, yeah? If you imagine that's like that, on the inside of which you have a crystal lattice that's in constant vibration, stones feel the heat. They go up to 21 degrees Celsius in the summer and dip down in the winter. So they feel the seasons, yeah? And more than that, what standing stones do is they react to the long wave of red light. So at sunrise and sunset, what do we see? A pretty red sky, yeah? A pretty red sky. And I don't believe the ancestors were using it all the time for astronomy and for this. It was a ritual technology because on that long wave of red light, you have lots of material like microwaves, radio waves, electromagnetic energy. Pass that through a piezoelectrical material like this, it's going to go right the way through. Guess what comes out the other side? Energy. it's ultrasound. Yeah, it's ultrasound comes out the other way, so you're being pushed through an atmosphere. And I calculated that just last week for my ritual technology lecture at the BASIS project. And I do truly believe, as I've always said, that the elongated skulled people could hear different sound vibrations. Now, if you go back to the really early work done by Paul Devereux, I'm sure we've heard of Paul Devereux, haven't we? He's great. I was chatting to him just the other week on the telephone. He's an inspiration. I loved his books in the late 70s and the 80s. I remember just reading them all the time. One of my heroes. And what he realised that was happening at the Rollright Ring was at the equinox, it was pushing out ultrasound. Yeah, it was pushing it outwards, not coming in to the stone circle. That was ultrasonically quiet. And what I discovered recently was by taking some technology to the Rollright Ring, because here, you know, you've got to get permission, you've got to have a license. I detected infrasound. Yeah, so on the inside you've got infrasound, and as Devereux discovered, on the outside you have ultrasound. Now we really are reaching into ritual technology. Do you see what I mean? And they did that for particular reasons, one of which is for a ritual purpose. But we're going to have a look at the moment at the shadow lines, but start to think that when the sun hits this stone, it's going to come out as ultrasound. And on the inside of certain stone circles, you have infrasound, yeah? And there was an experiment done, again by Devereux, and I just happened to be looking through some old books the other day, and my father's a bit like me, we're terrible for books. We buy two books, one you put highlighter in on everything, and the other one you put neatly in your bookshelf. I picked up one of Dad's books, Megalithic Science it's called, and started reading it and realised that in that there was a decodement of all of this ritual technology, yeah, of the ancestors, which were revealed over there, yeah, because I think these people want to come here, and we don't want to hog space. So we just come over on this way.
What have they done with the ultrasound that came out the stones? Would they have harnessed it in some way?
Well, I definitely think they did, and they pulse it out.
Because we use it in medicine, don't we?
Yes.
Ultrasound. Do you think they might have done the same?
Yes, and in infrasound, that can be medicine as well. Okay, now we're a bit away from the stone. One thing infrasound can do, for example, is now let's equate it to a Hertzian frequency. Yeah? So you imagine that you've got a particular numerical number, yeah, like a megalithic yard, yeah, and you want to then convert that to a Hertzian frequency. The infrasound I discovered recently at Rollright is Hertzian alpha. It will entrain, that's what it's called, it will entrain your brain to go into 10 hertz, which is relaxing, healing. Yeah, so you go into a stone circle of a particular size, it has to have particular stones, it has to have a criterion, but then you're entrained. So for, second film plug, so for, you're going to have to watch it if you haven't seen it, Code 12, and we've just done Code 12, the sequel. And where's our basis lady? Where's the lady that's at basis? I read out, didn't I, at basis what English Heritage said about me. Yeah, because I've been filming professionally for 20 years. My first filming at Stonehenge was with the UFO hunters. Woo-woo! Pat was so cool looking back in the day. We all love Pat. And so I've been filming there, so I know the process of when you get permission and when you don't get permission. And English Heritage said, in a letter that I have kept, if she is going to go to Stonehenge for filming, is she going to bring her dowsing rods? Is she going, you can call me Maria, is she going to do a dowsing demonstration? Because if she does, English Heritage will refuse to film her. So they don't want you to know anything. Are they that stupid? I can point. Oh, look, there it is. So I don't know what they want about.
I didn't get chased out. I got so told off for dousing at Glastonbury Abbey.
They're
They were so like, I'm like, you have piss-ups here. You have paid piss-ups.
yeah.
And I can't take my dowsing rods. It was
Yeah.
sorry, it just triggered me. What you
Yeah,
said.
no, absolutely, share, because that's going to become a World Heritage UNESCO site, and you have to apply to meditate now at Glastonbury Abbey. You have to apply. It's supposed to be God's house, isn't it? Isn't it? But that's what you have to do now. You have to say by some person, tick a box, but don't do it. Don't tick the box. What are they going to do? Do you really think that English Heritage want a whole load of pagans in court? And what was the last time when Angel went to court? We all went to Swindon and we all piled in, yeah? And they don't want that publicity. So we need to keep these sites free, and don't follow the conferences that say they're going to pay. Question them. Ask at a conference, did you apply to English Heritage? And name and shame. Yeah, because if they keep ticking the boxes, we have to, and that's the first phase, car parking. The second is you're going to have to pay here, we'll close it off at night. That'll be the second phase. This is the beginning, not the end. I'm on camera. Okay, we'll pop over here then, and we should be heading towards the... Where did I put all my phones in my bloody pocket?
Talking about on YouTube, your
Yeah,
memory.
yeah, it's
What's it called again?
The Secret History of Stonehenge, or Code 12. We've just done Code 12, the sequence, and we've just figured out some really doody things about brainwaves and technology and sound.
I've got
Yeah.
the book anyway. I bought it at Pusey, so I mean at
It's,
Pennsylvania's.
it's not in that one, it's all new stuff that we've just decoded for the film.
Right, it's not in the Stonehenge book, is it?
No, we've literally just decoded it a few weeks ago.
Okay, so if I go to YouTube and I really film Stonehenge.
Yes. No, Amazon. It's on Amazon.
Oh, it's not on YouTube.
No,
It's on Prime.
it's on Prime, yeah.
Okay. It's called Stonehenge or Code 12.
The Secret History of Stonehenge. Right, we've got 15 minutes. This will be good. Right. There we go. So, Paul, the sun has gone into cloud, typical, because ideally what we're going to be seeing in this sector with the group is a big shadow line going from way over there in the outer circle, targeting the stone I'm going to walk to and point out to people, and then it should go right the way towards the obelisk stone. We've seen it before. There's some people by there, we won't disturb them. But we'll head for the stone over here. So at Avebury, for example, and other sites besides, you had these shadow lines. They meant something to the ancestors. They were incorporated into the design canon because it's about allowing people to interact with the light and with the shadow, with the dark.
If you want to read out what you said at the beginning, at the end, because I missed that.
Yeah. We're just waiting for people to catch up because this is a sunrise stone.
Maria,
Yeah.
the solstice, is it the shortest day today and the longest day tonight? When is the
Well, it's
solstice?
the shortest day
Shortest tomorrow or
tomorrow, the 21st, when the sun is at 0 degrees Capricorn. That's what decrees the solstice.
okay, so tomorrow is the solstice. So tonight is the longest.
Well,
303.
Just Google it.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I asked the expert.
yeah, just, well, honestly, you could just get that. But that's in astrological terms, in astronomical terms, it's a particular time. But I think our ancient, we're talking about time, and that's really interesting because to our ancient ancestors, the day started in the evening. It was the eve. Yeah, and that's why we've inherited things like Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, because that's when the day started. So to them, it was the other way round. Do you see what I mean? So it's quite exciting. This stone here has been completely cemented together by Alexander Keeler. We can see where it was all broken up and made whole again. So it's been really battered. But this is the stone where at May Day, May the 1st, the sun comes up over there. The shadow of the obelisk stone, which was 21 feet high, would have targeted this stone here, announcing the start or the end, if we're using the evening, of the solstice. And what Meaden calculated was at the sunset, well, obviously over in the west, the other stone on the other side, long gone, would have cast a shadow from the obelisk and hit that one as the close of the day here. So this would be the Beltane stone. But we're focusing on this stone over here. We don't want to get in the way of people. Right, let's just have a little picture by the Solstice stone. There we go. So, right, we're focusing on this stone because this is the summer solstice and midwinter axis line stone. It's a beautiful feminine stone. And if you look to the early pictures of Avebury, you see these all toppled. Yeah, this is all being re-erected. And Avebury's more reconstructed than Stonehenge, actually. But after we look behind, we can see the sun is setting in alignment to this stone. And hopefully the sun will come out and we'll see the shadow line. But even if it doesn't, we saw the effect, didn't we, earlier on, where we saw that shadow line, and the shadow of that stone over there will hit this one. This stone will head towards the obelisk stone over there, which is a marker stone here today where those people are standing around. So it's a big, vast line. And like I said, I extended all of Meaden's research and said it would have hit the end of the Henge Bank. Yeah, so it had been really spectacular back in the day. It really would have done, because the light was better then. We didn't have light pollution or have all the pollution that we have today. Even so, in round about 2500 BC, Orthodox dating, this would have been the main activity. People had gathered here from all over the known world to celebrate as well their lives and exchanged ideas and things like that. So we'll make our way over to the obelisk stone. Let's go do a time check. Yeah, we've got about 10 minutes. Okay, so then it should hopefully light up. I can't do too much if it doesn't. How you doing?
Good, yeah, it's beautiful, really beautiful to be here.
It's a lovely place.
It's incredibly generous of you.
Oh, it's all good. It's for the love of it sometimes.
But it doesn't happen much anymore, so just...
No, it doesn't. Right, won't disturb them too much. Don't hide me, hide me, hide me, hide me. Hello.
We're doing the sunset observation for the winter solstice.
Yes, we're watching the shadow lines. That's what we're doing.
Sweet, yeah, ditto.
Yeah, first discovered by Maria Wheatley in her book Avebury, Sun, Moon and Earth Energies. Then adopted by Terry.
We're not getting into that one.
All good. All good. I'm terrible, aren't I?
A good ammunition. Very
No man ever gets one over me.
ammunition. Perfect, sharp smile and support from all of us. I'm pretty disgusted
No.
about the sheet.
They've already reported me, you see.
Really?
Yep. So if we kind of come over here, it's all beautiful. Right, so I think it's going to be a little bit kind of touch and go whether we do see a shadow line at all. But what if, as well, that the people of the past got involved? And if the people of the past did get involved, what were they doing? Yeah? So if you imagine that we're over the other side, over there, and it's the moon, and the moon is setting or it's on its rise, then what happens at Avebury? No henge is perfectly circular. Yeah, look out on a map of Avebury, they're not perfectly circular. And again, I always questioned, why is that? Why is it the ancient ancestors created these dog legs? Yeah, because I truly believe nothing in the ancient world was meaningless. It was about meaning. So what would happen at these odd dogleg corners? Yeah, so if you imagine that the moon is rising up here and it targets that corner, do you see what I mean? When it happens like that, if there was a chalk floor, it would send a light across the chalk floor. And for my legacy archive, my late father gave to me, for example, when Richard Atkinson was making excavations at the henge, at Stonehenge, that's the ditch and bank, that's the henge, yeah, he said to the world, it's just chalk rubble. He said to the world, it's just chalk rubble. See a henge bank? Tom Gorey, that was with him, who's the custodian of Stonehenge for 25 years and beloved, was invited to the dig. And he said Atkinson lied to the world. It wasn't chalk rubble. It was almost that it was carved out like a basin and a pudding bowl. And it was chalk white at the bottom. Then add my theory on to top of that with the light, then the light is cast. And we did a whole model of Avebury and a whole model of Stonehenge to see which stones would be targeted by that light. And it does work. So I foresee, for example, that people were interacting with the light and the dark. Do you see what I mean? I don't think it was just about standing around or doing something like they were interacting with it. And does anybody want to share anything about a solstice they've experienced here?
It's just magic.
Just magic? Just magic? Let's see if we're going to have any chance of a shadow line. Expect the unexpected. Well, we'll wait around and have a look. And I'll take another picky without said druid in it.
Being at Castle Rig for summer solstice and seeing the shadow line, that is amazing.
It certainly is. I got to get back though. I haven't been there for about 5 years to Castle Rig.
What do you think of the theories that there would have been lots of water in these moats and then the water was coming up to the edge and it was much more a water-based temple space?
Using Wessex Water's figures, which I did about 10 years ago, that sounds like I'm always showing off, doesn't it? Using Wessex Water figures that I did at their borehole, and you start to know, and you start to know about the depth in levels, it wouldn't have filled the whole of the moat, but would have filled about half of it. So it would have been like crossing into an island. Yeah.
I think they're about 9 metres deep originally or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and if you count right at the top and come down, it'd be incredible.
And the water's an amplifier, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, they would have been very milky though, mixed in with the chalk. Yeah, so I think it would look like mother's milk maybe. Maybe it had a metaphor of something other than just water.
Primordial milk.
Could well be. We have to look back into the past and just wonder sometimes. There you go. Another way of using it, interacting with it. I like it.
Pure white. Oh, that sounds okay. Well, it's dry. I'm happy for that.
Do you know, absolutely,
Yeah.
it's dry.
It's been a lovely, beautiful day.
Are you going to be at Megalithic Mania next year?
No, I'm away. I'm out of the country.
Oh, I saw you weren't on the programme.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I won't even be in England, really.
Oh no, where are you going?
I'm going to meet a colleague of mine called Brian Forrester.
Okay.
So I'm going to be over doing some research work on elongated skulls of Paracas.
Oh really? Do you think there's a connection?
We think so, and so I'm going over there to do some study work with him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's the 20th anniversary.
It won't be the same without you. Yeah, it was really. I went the last one. It was amazing. It was just so. So you launched your book.
Yes, that was
You
right.
signed the book for me.
Yes. Yeah, it's good. It's good fun. It's good fun, Megalithomania. I think though some conferences, it's sad. It's getting more difficult to fill, and
I don't know, people just not.
no, I don't think it's.
It's because there's so many online YouTube videos. Possibly.
Yeah,
It's lovely having that community.
it is. I agree.
Connection of people.
I agree. I agree. I don't think it's like that now, though.
No, I do recommend it. It's from Glastonbury. It's really good.
It's been in October, isn't it?
May.
Oh, was it May? So I was in Egypt last year for it. I know I was away. Okay.
Okay, it's really good. Yeah, it's really.
Or it's when I'm working at a festival because I do workshops.
Okay, it's like around Beltane, like around.
It's always the first weekend, isn't it, of
The dragon. You got the
May.
dragons. You're like, what's that racket outside? And it's the dragon. The people like all dressed up in the.
No, I will make a point of. I thought it was in October. Or am I thinking?
I think there was one. There was.
That's Origins. That's Origins.
That's America, though, isn't it?
No, that's Hugh's second one.
Oh, is it? Why am I thinking America?
No, Hugh does Megalithomania and then he does Origins.
Oh yeah, it's Origins. So I've missed that last year.
Oh, look, he's got his Lyra harp.
Well, we're coming up for 5 minutes and then that'll be it.
So as you're here, I'm going to ask you a question.
Of course.
It's a bit off what we've been talking about today. What are you thinking about Giza? Sorry. Giza
what
underneath.
with?
Because I haven't really heard you say much about it.
Well, I do know the team, the Italian team. I met them at Gaia TV. They're using AI and they're using their own interpretations to analyse what's below. And I'm very open-minded to it. But as a water diviner, one problematic thing I see about that, which I mentioned to them at Gaia, is the water table would have been a lot higher there. The Nile was very much closer. So I think water technology was involved.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think some of that was to do with water. But yeah, I really admire them all, actually. Yeah, I've become good friends with them. He's going to be a speaker on my Egypt tour. So I've got the Caffrey project involved. Of course I have. Of course I have. Yeah.
I watched The Divine Feminine on Ancient Civilizations, and you were on there quite a lot, weren't you? The recent episode. It's probably like one of my favourite.
Yeah, that was good fun. I really liked Jason. I preferred the woman producer, that said.
Oh, okay.
Melissa. So that's going back to like Ancient Civ 2. She was also the woman that made Ancient Aliens. and then left Ancient Aliens. You know, runs Hathor Studios.
Yes, because you did something with Hathor Studios,
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah. We just did a massive big film on Code 12. Busty, guilty as charged. Said guilty as charged.
Who too?
Shh, just not behind you now.
Oh, you go for it, look.
Yay!
What do you have a plastic one?
They'll still tell you off probably.
How many times do I have to say I can't bloody do?
Really?
I tested it I filmed the first part on my phone.
Oh, it's getting chilly when you stand around, isn't
I
it?
think we're going to be in luck, aren't we? What do you think? No.
No, that is thick cloud.
That is, isn't it?
That is thick cloud.
It was so clear earlier.
Yeah, but you got an idea when we had a look at the shadows.
Oh, amazing. I learnt more today than everything I've read so far. Yeah, it was, when's the new book out, the update of the...
The update. I've just updated Roll Right. I'm in the middle of my Egypt book, and then I'll do the Avebury book. So that'll probably be for next year, realistically.
Next year.
You know.
We're not far from next year now.
No, sorry, 2027.
The one after that.
Yeah, I'm always a year ahead.
Damn. Oh. Yeah, we're not in luck.
The Divine Feminine one was a good. I enjoyed that one.
It was really nice. Like, I've seen JJ Ainsworth, obviously, at Megalithomania and stuff like that, but I've never really, like, I don't recall her being on Ancient Civilization.
If you got a boyfriend,
yeah, you got the
get
boyfriend.
on there.
But it was really nice to hear her, actually, like, listen to what she had to say, which was really good.
Yeah, yeah. It does seem to be the case, you know, sometimes if you've got a man in your life and you're
like
there,
that, isn't it?
then you get asked on more things.
It's not right, is it?
But it's happening in this day now.
Still.
Now. That's the reality. And if you speak out, they don't like it either.
No, they don't. Tell me about it.
Right, take another little picky.
I might deaf now. Would you mind if we got a photo?
Absolutely.
Would you mind taking a photo of us?
Gorgeous people. You ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Aww.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. What's your name?
Lauren.
Lauren.
I've met you a few times. I was here last summer with my friend in a pissing down day.
Oh, Lordy.
And you were walking an American lady around. I don't know if you're doing like a private little
yeah, probably.
tour. And I was like, ah! Yeah. You'll see me again.
I have been ill. I've got to go, but thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
To get on the book
Oh, you're welcome.
and look at the film.
Oh, good. Thanks for coming along. Good. Thanks for coming along.
Amazing. Yeah, I've got to pick up Jade, so I've kind of shut down. No, you're okay.
Right, you got 5 minutes.
I've heard you a little bit.
It's bodyboard, turkey tail, clove,
Yeah,
metal.
yeah, it's Avebury. What can you say?
I know. I was saying to the guys, giving up the crystal so how many times have you been here? It's just never amazing.
So we're waiting to get a shot of Maria.
Yeah, that's the point. So when we first came over here earlier, we're heading for the evening now. But when we came over here in the morning, we were over in that side earlier on, and we were looking at the axis line that would have been where the midsummer sunrise occurs and the midwinter sun sets. That's that stone over there. And that's where we started, because there's so many different stones at Avebury, all aligning to the winter solstice and other places besides. So what I love about places like Avebury is you can see today there's lots of different people doing lots of different things and looking for different answers to their questions that they raise. And my question is, for example, why a certain stone's got an angle like that? Why is a certain stone round? And in my latest updated book that I'll be writing soon, it's because of sound. It seems a lot of things come down to sound and light technology, which I am now calling the ritual technology of the megalithic era. And that's going to lead us closer to the truth and closer to our ancestors old.
Let it be. Thank you.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for coming along. And sorry it wasn't so perfect, but I hope you enjoy Avebury. I hope that this is giving you a little bit more of a different interpretation into the ancient world and the legacy of our wonderful ancestors. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy Solstice.
Happy Solstice.
Happy Mother's Night.
Oh, it's a happy Mother's Night, is it? I have to tell my daughter that one. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Let's have a little go around.